Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Monkey Mathematician, and today we'll be looking at calculating with directed numbers. So our learning outcome for today is to learn about directed numbers and the difference between positive and negative words, as well as that we're to use the number line to find answers to questions, and 3, we're meant to understand the rules of two like signs and two different signs. So the first part of this is directed numbers, and directed numbers are basically the numbers with direction. That's why they're called directed numbers. And so these directions can be determined using the positive and negative sign, which is the same thing as the addition and the subtraction sign. And so using these questions, we'll use this as an example for us to understand how directed numbers can be used. So number 1a states that we're to express each of these situations using a directed number. The first part of this question is a profit of $100. So a profit is used to show us which direction it is going to be, we're going to use. And so a profit always tends to show positive. So that answer of this would then be positive $100. B says 25 kilometers below sea level, and below is used to show negative, and so this would then be equals to minus 25 kilometers. A drop of 10 marks, a drop is used to show going down, which is the same thing as the negative sign, and so that would then be equals to minus 10. D shows a gain of 2 kg, and a gain is used to show a positive rise, and so that would then equal to plus 2 kg. E shows a loss of 1.5 kg. Loss is used to show minus, so that would then equal to minus 1.5 kg. F is used to show, F shows 8,000 meters above sea level. Above shows positive, which means rising, and so the answer here is going to be plus 8,000 meters. G, a temperature of 10 degrees Celsius below zero. Temperature 10 degrees Celsius below zero. Below is used to show going down, so the answer here is going to be minus 10 degrees Celsius. H, a fall of 24 meters. Now a fall is used to show going down, and so the answer here is going to be equals to minus 24 meters. I, a depth of 2,000. So a depth shows going down, so this is going to now equals to minus $2,000. J, an increase of $250. So an increase shows positive rising, and so that would then equal to plus $250. K, a time 2 hours behind local time. Behind is used to show going back, so that would then be minus 2 hours. And lastly, L is a height of 400 meters. So starting from 0 to 400 will show a difference of plus 400. And so the answer here is going to be plus 400 meters. So those are the answers for this, and it goes to show that we're to understand how words like profit, below, drop, gain, loss, above, how these are used to determine the direction of these values. Because the profit always shows positive, which is used to show addition, which is shown by addition, and below is used to show the negative sign, which is shown by minus. With that being said, we go on to the number line. So a number line is a visual representation of integers, and that is used to show the distance between two or more integers. So in this case, at least two or more integers rather. So in this case, as starting point of our number line in this case is 0, and the ending point is 20. And number lines can start from even the negative line, which can be something like minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. But for simplest sake, we'll keep it at 0 to 20. So let's say they told us to using a number line to find 5 plus 3. So 3 using the number line, we'll first start at the point 5 on this number line, which is here. And then we'll take it by 3 place values. We'll add 3 onto it. So we'll keep going from 1, 2, and 3. So 5 plus 3 will now equal to 8, because it stops at the 8th point when it does 3 jumps. So this can be also seen with something like 15 minus 5. Now also to note, plus means going to the right or up, while negative equals to down or left. That being said, we can then look at this next question, 15 minus 5. So we should start at 15, the 15 points, and then we should take it 5 places back. So this is now going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would then be 15 minus 5, and that would then equal 10, as it stops at 10. Next part of this is calculating positive and negative numbers. Now, positive and negative numbers can have a certain rule to them, actually 2 rules, and that is the first rule being that like signs are added, while unlike signs like positive, like minus and plus, are subtracted. Now, in this case, positive times positive will equal a positive number. So positive 5 plus positive 3. Due to both of them being positive, they will add each other. So that will then equal to minus 8. Same goes for positive times negative. That will then equal a negative sign. So in this case, 5 plus minus 3. Due to minus 3 and the plus sign combining with each other, that will then be plus times minus. That will then equal to minus at the end. So the answer will then be 5 minus 3, and that will then equal 2. Now, negative times positive will equal a negative number, and that can be seen with minus 3 plus 5. Minus 3 and plus are coming together, so that would then be the same thing as minus 3 plus 5, which when rearranged will be 5 minus 3, and so that would then equal to 2. And lastly, negative times negative will equal a positive, and that can be seen with negative 5 plus negative 3. That would then be, in this case, negative 5 minus 3, because plus and minus are coming together, so that would then equal minus 5 minus 3. And so due to this, they will then just add on to each other, and so the answer will then equal to minus 8. And something to note is that multiplying or dividing the same sign, as we said before, will give a positive sign, and multiplying or dividing the same sign will give a negative sign. This can continue on with the next slide, which is the multiplication and division of positive and negative numbers. In the first case, 5 times 3. 5 is positive, 3 is positive, so the answer will then equal to positive 15. 5 times minus 4. 5 is positive, minus 4 is negative, so the answer will then equal to minus 20. Minus 5, minus 4, both negative, so the answer will then equal to 20. Positive 20. In this case, 8 over 4, 8 divided by 4, due to both sides being positive, that will then be positive answer 2. 6 divided by minus 2, same thing as 6 over minus 2, or 6 divided by minus 2. Due to one side being positive and another side being negative, the answer is going to be negative 3 or minus 3. And minus 8 divided by minus 4, that will then cancel out both minuses, so that will then equal to 8 over 4, which is the same thing as 2. That being said, you can take a note that when both sides are the same, the answer will be positive. When both sides are not the same, the answer will be negative. I can even just do the normal calculation, 5 times 3, 5 times 4, which is 20. But then due to minus being there, you will have to then just put a negative at the start. Or even your calculator, you can just even put 5 times minus 4, and that will still give you minus 20 here. So that being said, let's look at the question on this. Question says the temperature in Berlin is minus 7 degrees Celsius and the temperature in Istanbul is minus 3 degrees Celsius. Now we have to write down how many degrees colder it is in Berlin than it is in Istanbul. So something to note here in this case of colder is the fact that on a temperature, Cold normally tends to be, especially in degrees Celsius, cold tends to be negative. So your answer for anything that's colder should always be negative degrees Celsius. So in this case, Berlin's temperature, Berlin equals to -7, and Istanbul equals to -3 degrees Celsius. So whenever they tell us to write down how many degrees colder it is in Berlin than it is in Istanbul, but to compare both of them or to find the difference between Berlin's temperature and Istanbul's temperature. So Berlin's temperature is -7 degrees Celsius, so we first start with -7 degrees Celsius, and this is just finding the difference, which is the same thing as the minus. We'll put a minus sign here, and then we'll put into brackets -3 degrees Celsius, with this being Istanbul's temperature. So when we do the calculation, this will then be -7 degrees Celsius. Minus times minus will give us a positive sign, so that will then be +3 degrees Celsius. So -7 degrees Celsius plus 3 degrees Celsius will then equals to -4 degrees Celsius. So the answer here is now going to be -4 degrees Celsius. Now the next question states that Sydney is 23 degrees warmer than Berlin. Write down the temperature in Sydney. So the temperature in Berlin, if you remember correctly, was -7 degrees Celsius. And now they say that Sydney's temperature is now 23 degrees warmer. So it's basically adding on to this, because due to it being warmer than this, warmer tends to show positive in degrees Celsius. So that would then be plus degrees Celsius. So we'll then do -7 degrees Celsius plus 23 degrees Celsius. So the answer here would now be 16 degrees Celsius. Again, warmer in Celsius or in temperature, for a matter of fact, always is adding on, while colder means you're subtracting out. So that's the answer for this. So the answer is 16 degrees Celsius. And that being said, I've come to the end of this topic, which is the comparing undirected numbers and use of number lines and how they can be used in positive and negative numbers. And that being said, I hope you had a good time understanding the question. Please like, subscribe, and comment on any question or anything that you're confused about while I was talking. That being said, I hope you have an amazing day and hope you're able to understand more and more math with the Monkey Mathematician. Enjoy your day. Goodbye.